Yeah, a lot. Just ready to get back at it. Obviously, it starts with this preparation, though, the way that we practice, the way that we've approached the week. We've done a great job. Just coming in focused, understanding that collectively we didn't put our best out there. And there's no excuses for that. Got to be better, and especially on the road. So what a great opportunity now. A great team, team top of their division, one of the best teams in the AFC, to get a chance to go out there and not necessarily redeem ourselves, but pick our up on the road and put a performance out there like we have at home, and really more so a performance that we know we're capable of. So excited about it for sure.
You said after the game that you guys have some, I don't know if it was great or outstanding problem solvers. Do you feel like you guys have fixed the problems?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll see Sunday, but first and foremost, it's about our approach and our focus throughout the week, understanding that we've got to turn that up a little bit. We got to do that going into the week to make sure that everything that we've done throughout the week carries over. And this is a team that prepares the right way, attacks the day the right way, and it can't be any different when you're going on the road to a place, hostile environment with the other team. You know, their crowd getting into it when they make plays, being able to put that aside, show the emotional maturity that we have, especially as the vets, making sure that we feed that into these young guys, and we'll be better.
Has that problem-solving process been maybe a different challenge or experience this week than any other week this season?
Maybe, I mean, just it was talked about more so than any other week. Obviously, there was talk after, the game out west early in the season, so something similar. Some of those conversations just about really questions, maybe what somebody thinks needs to be done, what could we do better, whether it's preparation, whether it's the way that we're attacking the game, mentally, whatever. Because, I mean, I know going into the game, Juice felt fine, but we definitely didn't live up to the excitement that we approached the game with. So being able to keep that, and I think, as I said, it's really the emotional discipline and maturity of our guys, and obviously it has to start with myself, the veterans, the leaders, and making sure that it goes to everybody throughout the game, regardless of the score, understanding and believing that you're going to win that game in any circumstance.
I know you're going against their defense, but they have one of the most prolific and dynamic offenses in the league. You go into the mindset that you guys have to set a tone and score points this week.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially just after last week as well, right? And just looking at the course of the season, I think for one, it gives our defense a great amount of confidence. When we score early, they take the field, they get to play with the lead, or whether it's a 0-0 type game because the game's tied, whatever it is. I just think that group plays hungry, obviously, and feeding off of our energy, and then vice versa. So, it's important understanding how explosive they are. All the speed that they've got on that side of the ball, it's important for us to make sure our offense is firing and we come out hot.
You worked with the guy, a young, bright offensive mind with Kellen for a while, Mike McDaniel's in that kind of same category now. Now dealing with Mike, he was that guy once, and now he's been around a while. Is there much difference in the new school versus old school, or is it still just about finding your matchups and getting to them however? Is there a big difference? I
mean, I think maybe the way you dress it up, obviously you see their motions, but really at the end of the day, old or young, it's about the ability and willingness to be able to grow and to learn and to want to try new things. And Mike's 100% that way. I mean, we've seen the motions we've had. We've seen the way that we've dressed things up. And I think that whether you're old or young, when you think you have the answers, that's when it gets tough and that's when it gets dry, I guess you can say. So Mike, Kellen, all those guys, they've got the ability, both Mikes, I guess, McDaniels and McCarthy. They have the ability to look for the new things and want to try them out and see what works best. But it goes hand with knowing who your personnel is and really putting those guys in the best situation. And that's what the great ones do, put their unit in the best situations to fit their strengths.
Zach, you talk about brotherhood a lot. Can you talk about the balance of Zach Martin coming over and protecting, his quarterback after a play, also wanting to be smart? I mean, how important is it to kind of toe that line?
I mean, I'd expect that time and time again. I mean, Zach didn't throw a punch. He didn't push a guy. I mean, he just went in the guy's face, and the guy did a hell of a job with a flop. That's part of it. But nobody's going to tell Zach Martin to not do that. And as I said after the game, he'll say now, sure, it's 15 yards, but you got to take those 15 yards in the sense of whether it's protecting me, protecting another teammate, really living up to that brotherhood. Obviously, there was probably points in the game situations later in the game, maybe you think about it a little bit more. But obviously, we had a first down. We're getting the first down there. Extra 15 would help, but it's early in the game, and that's the furthest thing from reasonings of to stop that and not do that. You got to protect one another. Period.
I know you guys said you talked earlier about problem solvers, but have you figured out why the performances have been so different on the road than at home? Have y'all come up with any concrete reasons?
No, we haven't. I don't know if there is anything concrete, honestly. A lot of different aspects that go hand in hand or that go together. Different things you could say, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. At the end of the day, type of guy I am, conversations we had, they're all going to be excuses. We just got to come out with, as I said, with the energy, maintain it throughout the game, regardless of the score, regardless if we're down, the belief, the emotional discipline, maturity, and competitiveness to not blink and enjoy when it's you against the world. So, no.
Back to you. Go back to that 2021 game against Denver and Fangio and see what they did and anticipate if that would be some of the same stuff that they do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, watch some of those clips today. Went through some of those third downs, and I'm sure I'll watch the game before the week's over with. Yeah, obviously having the same coordinated success they had against us that time, but he's got different personnel. But really, honestly, I would think his personnel maybe he feels more comfortable with playing the style that they played against us than to do that the same way. So I hope so in a sense. Yeah, I hope so in a sense. Exactly, and that's kind of my point. Is I hope so in a sense because of the difference we are, the timing, the confidence that we have. Yeah, but then again, you turn on the tape from last week, and he says he might need to do that. What those guys did. So, and he has the ability to. It's in his scheme. So, for us, it's about preparing, being great at the things that we feel comfortable with, things that you call, whether you call them training camp plays or you call them plays that we've had some reps at, and then really just playing fast and being effective and physical throughout the game, regardless of what they give us.
You take offense to, I put a blueprint out on y'all. I mean, he has a blueprint on how to stop you guys.
Who does?
That's what Fangio said, after the Denver game. I remember that.
In 2021, maybe.
But
I don't think that blueprint's going to hold up.
Dak, obviously there's a 17th game last couple of years that were not there when you started this out. But as you get older, are these seasons, do they go longer or are they flying by?
Flying by.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely as you get older. Yeah, flying by. Time does. I mean, I think I've said it before. I'm a guy that truly doesn't believe 24 hours is enough for one day. One to accomplish all the things that I want to get done throughout the day. And just being present where my feet are. Yeah, you look up and you're in what week are we in? I don't know. I know we got 3 games left, whatever. So, yeah, it flies by, and I think that's the importance of staying grounded and really just enjoying each day, each opportunity, not taking a rep at practice, not taking a meeting, hanging out with the guys in the locker room, sitting at lunch, taking any of those things for granted, especially when you look at the span of most people's career. Blessed to be able to do this, obviously, in my 8th year, but it's flown by. It's flown by, and can't imagine how much faster it's going to get. Obviously, with personal life things changing, how much that may speed things up. So, yeah, just thankful for everyone that I get, and just trying to stay in the moment.
Did you watch the Eagles-Seahawks game? If not, what were your thoughts on when you found out that the Eagles lost again?
Yeah, I mean, I watch pretty much every Monday night game. And thumbs up. Once again, I mean, I'm not wishing on anyone's downfall, but I appreciate that. That helps. Kind of evens things out again. So, once again, can't count on them to do that. And that's not what we're keeping our fingers crossed, hoping for. It's about us taking care of business and winning games. And hell, if we did that, that would only make that much better for us. So, we got to win ours and take care of ours first. What's up, Gillian, the fam?
I know you guys don't play for personal records, but CD's closing in on the team record for catches in a year, breaking Michael's record. What would that mean at all?
Yeah, that's it'd mean a lot. I mean, obviously he's a young player. He's got a lot of career ahead of him, but to be able to do that so young, understanding that last year he was right there. He's already put himself in the top 3. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know he doesn't play for him at all, but I'm the guy that has the ball, so maybe I can feed him a couple more times when the opportunities are even. But at the end of the day, he's a hell of a player, and that's only the beginning of the records that he's going to hold for this organization. And thankful to have him, thankful to play with him.
Dak, it's such a busy time for you, but do you have any Christmas or holiday traditions that you care to share?
My family eats meat pies. Going back to as a kid, grandma, mom, aunt, all the women get together, make homemade meat pies. Usually eat them Christmas Eve. Then again, maybe New Year's, but that's when they all get together. Cards, different things being played. So we still find time. Obviously, mom not here, grandma not here, whose recipe side it was, but my aunt does a good job of coming up every year, finding time. It'll probably be Monday or Tuesday, late Monday or Tuesday, before we get to do that. But yeah, something that we've continued to do, and something I look forward to.
You said cards. Is that spades or bid whist?
That was going to be my question.
You name it, I can play. Spades, phase 10, hearts, fish. Yeah, I can play them all. Uno, blackjack. Not blackjack with the family. Not with the family. Not with the family.
How would you compare your card trash talk to your football trash talk?
It's with the family, so it's a lot less mild. It's a lot less mild. At times, I should say at times. You know, my grandmother, my dad's mom, she can get going. So, you know, and I'll give it back to her at times. And actually, she's been saying I've been running from her all season. So hopefully she gets in town and, you know, I can beat her too. And,
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Doc. Thank